Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to episode 130 of In Focus Friday. Now, last week we had a look at an ancient coin, and when I say ancient, I really do mean that. It was 1,325 years old. It's a silver dirham from the 694 AD. Absolutely incredible. Seemed to go down a treat with all of you as well. So if you haven't checked it out, it's well worth a look after this video. The link is down in the description below. Now, we had no vote last week for the second week running. There will be a vote at the end of this episode, though, so make sure you stick around, catch what's on offer in the next few weeks' worth of In Focus Fridays, and cast your vote. But today we are focusing on the World of Dragons second release. This is a coin series. I'm going to say coin loads today. I'm sorry, that's just the way my brain works. It's coin shaped and it's round, but it's a coin shape and I'm stupid. So that's the way it goes. So please don't shout at me. This is the second round in the release of the World of Dragons series that Provident Metals are spearheading. They're being made by the Golden State Mint, and we saw the first release, the Aztec, a couple of months ago now, I think it was, and it went down an absolute treat. I imported some from America to the UK and sold them out here on the Silver Forum. And we've done the same with the second releases of the Dragons. Now, of course, for us here in the UK, getting hold of these is not easy. Now, before anyone also mentions, yes, there is a giant ding in this one here. It came like that. It was the one at the top of the tube, which is a little bit odd. I have an idea of how it might have happened, but I don't exactly know for sure. So we'll have to see. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference to me. I still enjoy the design, and it's good for me able to have one and share it out with you. Now, we imported these from America to the UK. We pay import taxes and glorious high rates of shipping and things like that as well. So for us in the UK and Europe, these are premium rounds. They come at a pretty tasty price, and people are willing to pay it though, because ultimately for other people in the UK who they will sell it to release that investment, you know, they will ultimately have to pay a similar price if they were to buy it from anywhere else. So for you in America, this is an incredibly cost efficient coin round to invest in. You know, they can be as low as I'm looking at the website right now, as low as $17.60 for 500 plus if you've got that kind of money, or roughly around $18.50. So I think they're pretty good value considering their design. Fantastic, limited mintage and release of these as well. And it's a series, so the earlier ones in the series will hopefully be more sought after in the future. This is the second. It's a fast-paced moving series, though, let me tell you. We'll talk a little bit more about the series as we go, but this is the second in the series, the Welsh dragon. A very, very famous dragon indeed. This dragon is, of course, the one that's used on all the sovereigns. It's the one that has the Arthurian legends behind it, as well as St. George and the Dragon. And, of course, it is also the Red Dragon of Wales, which is featured on all of the Queen's Beast coins. Of course, it's different maybe in its sort of aesthetic design choices. As it's a fictional creature, it was never really photographed or looked at, so nobody exactly knows what it might have looked like if it was real. So this is just another artistic depiction of it, and it looks really, really good. I mean, it's copper and silver here today. We're looking at both, and I'm absolutely in awe of both of these. Both metals actually have different ways of showcasing this design, I feel, and it's really well done. I'm really, really happy with it. So let's just have another quick look at the silver. Let's get it really close to the camera in glorious 4K so we can see it up close and personal. It's a really menacing Welsh dragon. It's very, very cool indeed. I'm excited for the series. So the series is going to be 6 in the series, and they are coming out fast-paced. So the third one I'm reading on the Provident Metals website will be available on the 1st of May. That is their date which they are looking at. So there's the big nick in the dragon's tail. At first, when I opened the tube, I thought that was part of the design. I thought that was like one of the spurs on the back of the dragon, but actually it is a big nick on there. As to how that happened, I don't know. Obviously, we had them imported from America, and I don't think that these were opened by customs because the seals were still on, but that doesn't mean that they weren't. The seals could have been replaced. So I don't know whether customs have taken that out and dropped it or something, or whether it was just a production issue from the mint. None of the other ones have any kind of blemishes on it at all, and the ones that I've been selling over on the Silver Forum, they've all gone out with looking pretty good. And this one is the one I'm going to keep for myself. I'm not bothered about the quality of it. It's it's just about using the design to enjoy and showcase for you guys here on YouTube, and that is my sacrifice to you, to have a less than perfect round to share with you guys. So you can see here 1 ounce of a fine silver, 909 silver, World of Dragons on the back. Love this. And this is one of the things I love about rounds rather than coins, is that you can have fun on both sides. Coin, you'd have to have the Queen's head on one side or whatever crest of the country that's sponsoring it, whereas if it's a private round from a private mint, you can have whatever you like. And they've really knocked the ball out of the park with that design. It looks like Smaug the dragon from Lord of the Rings. And I don't know whether they will, they're using fictional dragons, of course all dragons are fictional, so I don't know whether they'll be using perhaps Smaug, if they can get the the royalty rights from the Tolkien estate perhaps, to use that image, or from the Lord of the Rings trilogy films or Hobbit trilogy films. I don't know, but it would be a kind of cool round to see. So we don't know what the third release is going to be, but that will be coming in around about May, they said. Mintages wise, I think the first one was around about 25,000 mintage. I have a suspicion that this one will be higher. It's minted to order by the Golden State Mint, so there will be, of course, different mintages as they go. Perhaps the first one, the Aztec, will be the key, I say date, but there's no date on these, the key release in the series. So that was the silver. Of course, now there are the coppers as well, and there's always going to be people who talk about buying copper rounds as a really negative thing about their price, especially when you import them into the UK, because they are not cheap to import to the UK. They come at a premium because of all of the postage costs and taxes and all of that jazz. Even when you see them out on, secondary or dealers in Europe, they're at €3-4 each, with shipping added on top of that as well. So it's not easy to come by. If I lived in America, though, I'd get a big collection of these because they're really, really satisfying. They're artistic pieces of designs in a copper metal. And the copper really looks fantastic, and it's of course a really quite cost-efficient way, even if you do pay a little bit of a premium, to enjoy the actual design on the round itself. So I'm very happy with the way that these coppers look, especially on this dragon side. It's nice to see the dragon in different colours. Of course, I'd love to see if these ever come out in gold. I don't know if they've come out in gold. I don't think they have. I haven't seen one anywhere in gold anyway, but if there are at a very limited mintage, then this might be quite a cool thing to have. Of course, as with everything, they all are subjective. People might not like them. People might not like the different designs which are coming out. For me, I think this is a really exciting series, and that's always going to be a factor for me in terms of deciding whether or not something's a good hedge or a good bet to have for the future as a bit of a collection, or a bit of a if you want to sell these as a set in the future, it could well be a good one. It's got a lot of energy about it. I see a lot of people on YouTube videoing them, and sadly I can't usually get these obviously in stock for at least about 3 or 4 weeks after they've been released, because we have to have it shipped to somebody in America, and then that person in America has to ship it to us, and it takes time. So I always am last to the party when it comes to showcasing these on a video, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed it anyway, and you've enjoyed seeing them up close. And in Focus Friday, they make a really good In Focus Friday round, and I'm sure the future releases will do as well, as and when they come out. Now, for those of you on the forum who are following this series and have been purchasing these and the seconds, I still have got some available, so if you're on the forum and you want to pick up some of these, at the time of filming anyway, I do have some of these available both in silver and copper, so make sure you head on over there and check them out if you would so wish. Otherwise, for the future, I will be looking to import the others as and when they come out. So we will be doing the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th releases as best we can. But of course, you'll have to bear with us as that process goes on throughout the year. So that is the Welsh Dragon. Really love it. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section on it. Do you have it? Are you going to get it? Are you inspired to get it? Personally, I think it's a really, really nice round anyway. And I think it's just a fun thing to have at a decent price. So if you want it, you know where to go. Provident Metals, or if you're in the UK, Silver Forum, come to me. Now, voting for next week. We haven't had a vote for a couple of weeks, but the Germania, which this is what I kind of love about In Focus Friday. We get to glean quite a lot about different coins and rounds and products that we put on here based on how popular they get in the votes. And the Germania has been exceptionally popular in the votes, but it's not actually ever won a vote, which is very interesting. I think it might be its week this week, though. The second is the Gibraltar, which again has been around for quite a while in votes. But then the last one that we're looking at is a pretty cool round, or is it a coin? I don't think it's a coin, it's a round. We'll see. Maybe next week we'll learn more about it. It is the Wonderful World series. This is a busy, buzzing bee. And thank you to Rob6 on the forum, who sent this specifically for me to feature on my YouTube channel. So I hadn't bought this. This is Rob sending it to me to feature. So a massive thank you to him. So if you want to have a closer look at that and find out more about it, I know I certainly do, then please do vote for that. Otherwise, vote for any of these three that you like. Every vote counts because it sometimes is a very close vote. So make sure that if you want to see something, you vote for it. Otherwise, if you liked this video, please do put a thumbs up on it and share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful for everything I do here on my channel. And if you want to see next week's episode, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, you know what to do. Hit the alarm bell and you'll get a notification when those videos go live. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. A massive thank you to everybody for watching and have a fantastic weekend. As always, please make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.